Welcome back, couponing masters. We've now reached the advanced level where we're going to explore the techniques that separate casual couponers from true extreme savings experts. This is where things get really exciting because we're going to learn the strategies that create those jaw-dropping deals you see on TV. The ones where people walk out with hundreds of dollars worth of products for just a few bucks. Now, before we dive in, I want to be clear about something. The techniques we're covering in this module require more time, more planning, and more dedication than the strategies we've discussed so far. Not everyone needs to use these advanced methods, and that's perfectly okay. But for those of you who want to take your savings to the absolute maximum level, these strategies can be incredibly powerful. Let's start with multiple transaction strategies, which is one of the most sophisticated techniques in extreme couponing. The basic principle is that you break large shopping trips into several smaller, strategically planned transactions to maximize the benefits from store policies and promotional offers. Here's why multiple transactions work so powerfully. Many store promotions have limits. You can only use 4 identical coupons per transaction, or you can get store credits that can only be used on future purchases, or there are limits on how many promotional items you can buy at once. By doing multiple transactions, you can work within these limits while still achieving massive savings. Let me walk you through a real example from my own shopping that demonstrates the power of multiple transactions. Last month, CVS had a promotion where you could buy $30 worth of Procter & Gamble products and get $10 in extra care bucks. I had manufacturer coupons that would bring my out-of-pocket cost down to $20. So I would essentially be paying $20 and getting $10 back. But here's where multiple transactions made it even better. I could do this deal multiple times in separate transactions, so I did the transaction 4 times, buying $30 worth of P&G products each time, using manufacturer coupons to bring my cost down to $20 each time, and earning $10 in extra care bucks each transaction. My total out-of-pocket was $80, but I earned $40 in extra care bucks, effectively reducing my real cost to $40 for $120 worth of products. That's a 67% savings just from understanding how to structure multiple transactions around the store's promotional limits. Rolling extra care bucks, register rewards, and store credits is where multiple transactions become truly powerful. This technique involves using the store credits you earn from one transaction to fund your next transaction, which earns you more store credits, creating a cascading effect of savings. Here's how rolling works in practice. Let's say I start with $20 of my own money and do the CVS transaction I just described. I spend $20 and earn $10 in extra care bucks. Now I have $10 in store credits to use on my next transaction. I might find a different promotional deal that costs $15 out of pocket but earns $8 in extra care bucks. I use my $10 from the first transaction plus $5 of my own money, and now I have $8 in extra care bucks from my third transactions. Advanced practitioners can sometimes roll for weeks using primarily store credits, adding only small amounts of their own money while continuously earning new credits. I've seen couponers start with $50 and end up with hundreds of dollars worth of products over multiple shopping trips by effectively rolling their store credits. Understanding transaction limits and working within them is crucial for success with multiple transaction strategies. Most stores limit you to using 4 identical manufacturer coupons per transaction. Some stores have daily limits on promotional deals. Others have restrictions on how many times you can participate in certain offers per week or month. The key is to research these limits in advance and plan your transactions accordingly. If I have 12 $1 off yogurt coupons and yogurt is on sale, I know I'll need to do at least 3 transactions to use all the coupons. Planning this in advance prevents confusion at checkout and ensures smooth execution. Here's something really important about transaction planning. You need to consider the logical sequence of your transactions. Some deals generate store credits that you want to use immediately, while others might provide coupons or discounts that affect subsequent purchases. Planning the right order maximizes your overall benefits. For example, if one transaction will earn me a 20% off coupon for my next purchase, I want to save my most expensive items for that second transaction to maximize the value of the percentage discount. This kind of strategic sequencing can significantly increase your total savings. Advanced cashier and manager relationship becomes even more important when you're doing multiple transactions. You're asking cashiers to process several complex transactions for you, which takes time and attention. Building positive relationships makes this process much smoother for everyone involved. I've always approached multiple transaction shopping with patience and courtesy. I explain to the cashier that I'll be doing several transactions and ask if that's okay given the current store traffic. If it's busy, I might come back during a slower time out of respect for other customers. Building rapport with store managers is particularly valuable for advanced couponing because managers have more authority to resolve unusual situations or approve complex deals. When managers know you're a knowledgeable, honest customer who follows store policies, they're much more likely to help you when a challenging situation arises. Transaction timing strategies can significantly impact your success with multiple transaction approaches. Shopping during slower store hours gives you and the cashier more time to work through complex transactions without pressure from long lines. Early mornings, late evenings, and midweek days are usually best for advanced couponing trips. Some stores have shift changes at predictable times, and different cashiers might have different comfort levels with complex couponing transactions. Getting to know which cashiers are most experienced with coupon transactions can help you plan your shopping times for maximum success. Here's something crucial about multiple transaction strategies. They require significantly more time than basic couponing. A trip that might normally take 30 minutes could easily take 2 hours when you're doing multiple complex transactions. Make sure you have adequate time and that you're not rushing the process. The key to successful multiple transaction strategies is meticulous planning and flawless execution. You need to understand exactly what you're buying in each transaction, which coupons and deals you're using, what limits apply, and how transactions build on each other. This level of complexity requires careful preparation, but the savings can be extraordinary. Now we're getting into what many consider the holy grail of extreme couponing: overage and money-making scenarios. These are situations where your coupons and rebates are worth more than the cost of the products, essentially meaning you get paid to take merchandise home. And when it's done correctly and ethically, these scenarios can provide incredible value and help fund other purchases. First, let's make sure we understand what exactly overage means and how it works. Overage occurs when the total value of your coupons exceeds the price of the item after any sale discounts are applied. For example, if you have $3 in coupons for a product that costs $2.50 on sale, you have 50 cents in overage. What happens to that overage depends entirely on the store's policy, and this is absolutely crucial to understand before attempting overage scenarios. Some stores will apply the overage to other items in your transaction, effectively giving you 50 cents off something else you're buying. Other stores will only reduce the item's cost to zero and won't give you any additional value. A very few stores will actually give you cash back for overage. Target typically applies overage to other items in your transaction, which makes it an excellent store for overage strategies. CVS also generally applies overage to other purchases. Walmart, on the other hand, will only reduce an item to zero cost and won't give you any additional value. Understanding each store's overage policy is essential for planning successful money-making scenarios. Creating legitimate overage situations requires careful planning and perfect timing. The most common overage opportunities occur when you can stack high-value manufacturer coupons with store coupons and deep sale prices. Travel size and trial size products are often best candidates for overage because they frequently go on sale for very low prices while manufacturer coupons maintain their standard values. Let me share a real overage scenario that I executed last year. CVS had trial size Crest toothpaste on sale for 99 cents. I had a manufacturer coupon for $1 off any Crest toothpaste, and there was also a CVS store coupon for 50 cents off. The total value was $1.50 against a 99-cent product, creating 51 cents in overage that CVS applied to other items in my transaction. But here's where it gets really interesting. There was also an extra care deal running where you got $2 extra care bucks when you bought any Crest product. So not only did I get 51 cents in overage applied to other purchases, but I also earned $2 in store credits for future shopping. I essentially got paid $2.51 to take home a tube of toothpaste. Advanced overage strategies involve combining multiple making scenarios in single transactions to maximize the benefit. This might mean finding several different products that create overage and buying them together, using the combined overage to significantly reduce the cost of other necessary items. Here's an advanced strategy I call overage funding. I identify several small items that create overage. Then I use that overage to fund the purchase of larger, more expensive items I actually need. For example, I might create $5 in overage from trial size products then use that overage to reduce the cost of laundry, detergent, or shampoo that I'm stockpiling. Understanding manufacturer coupon values versus product pricing is crucial for identifying overage opportunities. Manufacturers typically set coupon values based on full-size product prices, but they often don't exclude trial sizes from coupon eligibility. This creates opportunities where a $1 coupon intended for a $4 full-size product can be used on a 99-cent trial size. Rebate apps add another powerful layer to money-making scenarios. When you combine overage with cash back from apps like Ibotta or Checkout 51, you can create situations where you're paid multiple times for the same purchase. I've had scenarios where I created overage at the store level and earned cash back from rebate apps on the same products. Let me walk you through a complex money-making scenario that combines overage with rebates. I found trial-sized deodorant on clearance for 75 cents. I had a $1 manufacturer coupon, creating 25 cents in overage. There was also an Ibotta offer for $1.50 back on any deodorant purchase. My total benefit was 25 cents in overage, plus $1.50 in cash back, meaning that I earned $1.75 for buying a 75-cent product. Store policies around overage can be complex and sometimes inconsistent, even within the same store chain. Some stores train their cashiers to automatically apply overage to other items, while others require manager approval. Some stores have daily limits on how much overage they'll allow per customer. Understanding these nuances helps you plan successful transactions. Here's something really important about overage scenarios. They should enhance purchases you're making anyway, not driving unnecessary buying. The goal is to use overage to reduce the cost of household essentials you need, not to buy random products just because they create overage. Stay focused on items that provide genuine value to your household. Seasonal clearance events provide some of the best overage opportunities because stores mark down products dramatically to clear inventory, but manufacturer coupons maintain their original values. Post-holiday clearances, end-of-season sales, and store renovation clearances can all create excellent overage scenarios. I make it a point to check clearance sections regularly with my coupon stash in mind. When I find clearance items that I have coupons for, I calculate whether overage is possible and whether the item fits into my household needs or my stockpiling strategy. Here's a crucial point about the ethics of money-making scenarios. Everything should be completely legitimate and follow store policies exactly. You should never manipulate prices, use fraudulent coupons, or violate store policies to create artificial overage. The scenarios I'm describing work because they take advantage of legitimate promotional timing and policy interactions. Here's something that separates successful extreme couponers from those who get banned from stores: respect for store policies and employee time. Even when you're creating significant overage, you should still be polite, patient, and understanding of the time these transactions require. Never argue with employees or demand that they bend their policies for you. The key to sustainable money-making scenarios is to view them as occasional opportunities that enhance your overall saving strategy, not as your primary method of shopping. They require significant time and planning, and opportunities don't always align with your household needs. But when the stars align and you can create legitimate overage while buying products you actually need, the results can be extraordinary. Now, let's talk about scaling your couponing operation, which is how serious extreme couponers maximize their savings potential while managing the increased complexity that comes with advanced strategies. This is about building systems that can handle larger volumes of deals while maintaining efficiency and staying within legal and ethical boundaries. The foundation of scaling is understanding your household's capacity for increased couponing activity. This includes your available time, storage space, financial capacity for larger upfront purchases, and frankly, your family's tolerance for more complex shopping routines. Scaling should enhance your life, not overwhelm it. Multiple newspaper subscriptions and management is often the first step in scaling because it provides more access to more manufacturer coupons. The general rule is 1 newspaper subscription per household member, up to 4 total. So a family of 2 might have 2 subscriptions, while a larger family might have 4. Here's how to manage multiple newspaper subscriptions effectively. I have 2 Sunday subscriptions delivered to my home, which gives me 2 copies of every coupon insert. This allows me to take advantage of really good deals more fully. If there's a fantastic yogurt deal and I have 2 $1 off coupons, I can buy 2 containers at the discounted price instead of just 1. The key to managing multiple newspapers is organization. When the papers arrive on Sunday, I immediately sort the coupon inserts by type and store them in my filing system. I don't clip every coupon. Instead, I file the inserts whole and clip coupons as needed for specific deals. This saves enormous amounts of time compared to clipping every coupon every week. Family member coordination can significantly increase your coupon limits and promotional opportunities. Many store promotions limit you to one deal per customer per day, but if multiple family members shop, you can participate in deals multiple times. This requires careful coordination and clear understanding of store policies. Here's how this works in practice. Let's say CVS has a promotion where you can earn $5 in extra care bucks for buying $15 worth of specific products, with a limit of one per customer per day. If both spouses shop separately, the household can participate in this deal twice, earning $10 in extra care bucks instead of just $5. However, this strategy requires that each family member has their own store loyalty accounts and that they're genuinely separate shoppers. Using multiple family members to circumvent promotional limits in ways that violate store policies isn't ethical and can result in account suspension or store bans. Bulk buying strategies become more important as you scale because you're dealing with larger quantities and higher upfront costs. The key is to focus bulk buying on non-perishable essentials that you know your household will use and that offer significant savings opportunities. I calculate bulk buying decisions based on several factors: the depth of the discount, the product's shelf life, my household's usage rate, and my available storage space. So, for example, if I get toothpaste for 75% off its regular price and my family uses 1 tube per month, buying a 6-month supply makes sense if I have the storage space and upfront money. Here's an important principle for bulk buying: never let great deals pressure you into buying more than you can reasonably use or store. I've seen couponers get so excited about amazing deals that they buy quantities they will never use, which actually wastes money despite the low per unit cost. Group purchasing and coupon trading networks can extend your access to deals beyond what you could achieve individually. Some couponers organize group purchases where one person coordinates buying large quantities of discounted items and distributes them among group members. Others focus on coupon trading to get access to coupons they need in exchange for coupons they won't use. Facebook groups and online communities have made these networks much more accessible. You can find local couponing groups where people share deals, trade coupons, and sometimes coordinate group purchases. These communities can be incredibly valuable for learning new strategies and accessing deals that you might miss on your own. However, be cautious about group purchasing arrangements. Only work with people you trust. Understand any financial arrangements clearly, and make sure all activities comply with store policies and legal requirements. Never, ever participate in schemes that involve selling coupons or violating manufacturer or store policies. Time management becomes crucial as you scale because advanced couponing can easily consume enormous amounts of time if you're not efficient. The key is to develop systems and routines that maximize your saving per hour invested rather than just maximizing total savings. I dedicate specific time blocks to different couponing activities. Sunday mornings are for planning the week's deals and organizing coupons. Midweek evenings are for checking new digital offers and rebate apps. Shopping trips are executed during optimal store hours to maximize efficiency. Here's something really important about time management. Know when to say no to deals. Just because something is a good deal doesn't mean it's worth your time to pursue. Focus on deals that provide significant savings on products you actually need and don't get distracted by every possible opportunity. Advanced inventory management becomes essential when you're dealing with larger stockpiles and more complex purchasing patterns. You need systems to track what you have, when items expire, and when you need to restock different categories. My stockpile is organized by category with clear labeling and rotation systems. Now I can see at a glance what I'm running low on or what I have too much of. The goal of inventory management is to ensure that you're using your stockpile effectively and not accumulating items faster than you can consume them. A well-managed stockpile should have consistent flow, items coming in when they're cheap and going out as you actually need them in daily life. Financial planning for scaled operations requires more careful budgeting because you're making larger upfront purchases to take advantage of promotional opportunities. You might spend $200 in 1 month on stockpiling deals, but then spend very little for the next 2 months as you use your stockpile. I maintain a separate opportunity fund for major couponing purchases. This money is set aside specifically for taking advantage of exceptional deals that require larger upfront investments. Having this fund available means I can act quickly when amazing opportunities arise without disrupting my regular household budget. Here's an important principle for financial planning. Never jeopardize your household's financial stability for couponing deals. Even amazing savings aren't worth going into debt or depleting emergency funds. Scale your operation within your financial means and maintain perspective about the role of couponing in your overall financial picture. The key to successfully scaling your coupon operation is to maintain focus on your primary goals, saving money on things you actually need while not letting the process consume your life. Scaling should make your couponing more efficient and profitable, not more stressful or time-consuming per dollar saved. Remember, extreme couponing is a means to an end, not an end itself. The goal is to reduce your household expenses so you can redirect that money towards other priorities, like paying off debt or building savings or investing for the future. Keep the bigger picture in mind as you develop and scale your couponing systems. Next up, we're going to dive into price tracking and deal analysis, where you'll learn how to think like a retail analyst and make data-driven decisions about when and where to shop for maximum savings. This is where strategic thinking meets practical application to create a truly sophisticated approach to household savings.